we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
And welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn.
You know, Kitty, I wish I had a green jacket like Rory McIlroy for this show right now, but I'll have to settle for the Navy one here tonight.
Me too, Cohen. Maybe I'll grab some pimento cheese after the show. But if you're not as obsessed with the Masters as we are, and you are looking to hear all things Auburn sports, you're in the right place. Welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn. My name is Kitty Diamond.
And I'm Cohen Dalzell. This past weekend, the Auburn men's basketball team took on Tulsa in Indianapolis for an exciting NIT championship. The Tigers look to end the season on a high note with some hardware. Our very own Vivian Kennel was on site to show us some more.
It came down to one moment and one player. Kevin Overton delivered when Auburn needed it most, forcing an overtime matchup against Tulsa here at the NIT Championship in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Tulsa struggled to control possession early, and those giveaways quickly turned into points for Auburn. The Tigers capitalized off miscues, converting defensive pressure into early offense. Auburn set the tone on the defensive end, active in passing lanes, contesting shots, and forcing disruptions that led to scoring chances in transition. That energy helped build a double-digit advantage and a 48-31 lead at the break. Out of halftime, the momentum flipped. Tulsa tightening defensively, forcing Auburn into difficult positions. The Tigers' offense stalled with missed shots near the rim, leading to fast breaks and into transition. Tulsa used that stretch to erase the deficit. Auburn, meanwhile, struggled to regain rhythm. Trailing in the final seconds, Kevin Overton connected from long range to even the score at 78 and forced overtime. In the extra period, Auburn adjusted by going small, 5 guards on the floor, spreading the defense and creating driving lanes. Overton delivered again to hold the lead late in overtime. He finished with 26 points, shooting 5 of 8 from 3, while Tahad Pettiford added 24 points and 8 assists. Elijah Freeman controlled the glass with 14 rebounds as Auburn closed out the game. The Tigers outlasted Tulsa in the final minute, capitalizing on late possessions to secure the win.
Sealing a 92-86 win, the Tigers earned their first NIT title in program history at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. For Eagle Eye TV, I'm Vivian Kennel.
Thanks for that update, Vivian. When we come back, we have a special national update before diving into our Men's Minute. Don't go anywhere.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I was living in a shelter juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world. Told you she's super smart. If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at SheCanSTEM.
Welcome back. My name is Hayden Seabury, and I will be filling you in on what the sports world has been up to lately. First, the NCAA men's tournament concluded with the Michigan Wolverines on top. They were able to take down the Yukon Huskies. It was Michigan's first national championship since 1989, capping a dominant run through March with a 69-63 win to deny Yukon its third title in 4 years. Elliot Coho led the Wolverines with 19 points and helped the Wolverines inch ahead on free throws as Michigan made 25 of its 28 attempts at the line. Now, onto the women's side, UCLA dominated over Dawn Staley's South Carolina team. UCLA delivered a commanding performance in the 2026 National Championship game, overpowering South Carolina with a dominant showing on both ends of the floor. From the opening tip, the Bruins set the tone, building an early lead and never allowing the Gamecocks to find their rhythm. Their 79-51 win marks the third largest margin of victory ever in the women's title game. Transitioning over to the field, I am excited to finally talk about the upcoming draft. Former defense and Kendrick Falk is projected by most draft analysts to hear his name called on day one of the draft. The NFL announced on Thursday Falk is among the 16 players who will attend this year's draft in Pittsburgh. We will have to continue to keep an eye on him. Well, that's all the time I have with you today, but don't go anywhere. Stick around for the Men's Minute. I will have a feeling that this will be a good one.
My parents weren't fluent in English, so in school I had to be independent and take initiative, and that's how I handle every project I get.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn. We got the Men's Minute up for you, and we're going to start it off on the golf course with Auburn men's golf. They continued their run at the top of the rankings the last couple of weeks, winning the Mason Rudolph Championship in Franklin, Tennessee, before taking the final tournament before postseason play, the Ford Collegiate in Richmond Hill, Georgia. The Tigers placed second after Monday and Tuesday, both with Caden Pope leading the way with a 565 on Monday, and world amateur number 1 Jackson Coyven firing the same on day number 2. Auburn finished the tournament earlier today, finishing in second place as a team at 32 under par. Number 4 Texas won the event at 43 under par. Jackson Coyven won the individual event, shooting 64 today and 29 on the back 9 and 13 under overall for the tournament. Auburn plays next for the SEC Championship at Seaside Golf Club in St. Simons, Georgia, Wednesday, April 22nd to Sunday, April 26th. Now I'm going to throw it over to our beat anchor, Michael, who has some new information on men's baseball.
Thanks, Cohen. To start it off, number 10, Auburn faced number 21, Jacksonville State on Tuesday, April 7th. Jacksonville started off hot in the beginning, clinching a 3-0 lead after 3 straight bunts that threw off the Tigers' defense. While the Tigers were able to hold off the Gamecocks in the top second and didn't let them score, the Gamecocks responded quickly and they hit 2 home runs to push the score to 7-0 in their favor. Auburn gained some momentum as Bub Terrell and Eric Gaviera hit 2 straight singles to get the team moving. Mason McCrane also added 2 runs to help the Tigers. However, when the Gamecocks got the ball back, they stayed on fire, and the Tigers ultimately fell 15-4. Then the boys had a quick turnaround as they faced Kentucky at home on April 10th, 11th, and 12th. On April 10th, the Tigers came out ready to play and shut down Kentucky early. They started the game with a 6-run lead in the first inning, not giving Kentucky a chance to respond. The Tigers held on for a 12-5 win, starting off the series strong. However, Saturday the 11th told a much different story. Coach Butch Thompson explained that the pitching is what hurt them this time. Starter Jack Marciano struggled early, so Marcel Kulik and Garrett Bauer took over. Bauer came into the game late with bases loaded for Kentucky, but didn't let that shake him, responding with back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. However, Kentucky kept working and was able to take the game 5-4, despite impressive performance from Bauer. Then moving on to the series finale on Sunday the 12th, the Tigers came out ready to play. They faced Kentucky with an 11-0 single-inning rule victory to secure the series win. Pitcher Alex Petorovic threw a shutout game with 8 strikeouts and only allowed 5 hits for Kentucky. This gave Auburn a huge win in the SEC and a big victory on home territory. Now the Tigers are back in action on Tuesday, April 14th. The boys are taking on Alabama State, and the current score is 1-0 with Auburn on top. Wishing them luck as they finish their game. Now let's move away from baseball and take a look at men's tennis. The number 19 Tigers took on number 25 Ole Miss on Friday, April 10th on the road. After losing the double points, the Tigers came back and dominated in the singles. They won the opening, set in the number 1 position by Hamza Nasrenov, and a similar victory followed in the number 3 position, where Nicholas Hing took an early lead and won his set 6-1. After 4 long hours, the Tigers continued to dominate in the singles and took the match 4-3. Then the Tigers faced another big ACC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs, on Sunday, April 12th. Here, the match did not turn out exactly how they wanted. In doubles, Georgia took the win in number 3 position, and in singles, the Bulldogs won the opening set on 5 courts. In the end, the Tigers fell to the Bulldogs, making their regular season record 16-9 in conference play. Up next, they will compete in the SEC Championship in College Station, Texas, from Wednesday, April 15th to the 19th. We are wishing them luck in this tough tournament. I'm now going to throw it back to the desk because they have more after the Men's Minute.
Auburn Track and Field heads to the Wake Forest Invitational in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and the Tom Jones Invitational in Gainesville, Florida. They look to continue their spring outdoor season as we get closer to the SEC Championships and other postseason play coming next month.
Now for everyone's favorite part of the show, it's trivia time. Keeping with the track and field theme, how many athletes does Auburn have on the Bowerman men's watch list? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4? We'll have the answer for you right after a short break where we'll dive into our women's watch.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Okay.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Or that the projections would be flood next Thursday?
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Last time we saw you, we left you with a question. How many athletes does Auburn have on the Bowerman men's watch list? Is it A1, B2, C3, or D4? If you guessed letter B, you would be correct. Jacoby Tharp and Kayan Sola Ajayi are on the Bowerman men's watch list. They might be a little faster than me.
Now kicking off strong with an update from the court. This weekend, our number 4 ranked tennis team took on Missouri for an eventful evening at Yarborough Tennis Center. The Tigers came out strong and claimed the match behind a doubles point and straight set singles win from DJ Bennett, Ekaterina Kharitonova, and Ava Esposito. The win improves Auburn's record to 20-3 overall this season and 12-2 in conference play. The Tigers also maintain their undefeated home record, 18-0.
After a huge win on Friday, Auburn women's tennis had a chance to win their first SEC regular season championship on senior day at the Yarborough Tennis Center Sunday afternoon. And all of the Auburn seniors came through in a big way to take the championship, defeating Vanderbilt 4-0. Ashton Bowers and Ekaterina Kharitonova won their doubles match, setting up seniors DJ Bennett and Ava Esposito to seal the doubles point, winning 7-6 and winning the tiebreaker 7-2. Bennett and other senior Angela Okatoyi quickly added 2 more points, winning their singles matches before Kharitonova put the stamp of approval on the championship 6-2, 6-4. Auburn plays for the SEC tournament title this weekend in Norman, Oklahoma. Now Michael has some more from you for softball.
Thanks, Cohen. The Tigers faced their big rival, number 1 Alabama, on April 10th, 11th, and 12th in a competitive series. Sophomore Ella Harrison played an extremely aggressive and threw very well, as Coach Chris Malvo said. However, Alabama's offense was strong, and the Tigers fell to the Crimson Tide on day 1, 1-0. As day 2 told a similar story, where the Tigers played strong, but just not enough to beat the Tide. Alabama pitcher Montana Fouts threw a complete game 1-hit shutout, making it very hard for Auburn to respond. The final score was 4-0. On Sunday, the Tigers took a while to heat up. It wasn't until the 4th inning that Auburn recorded their first hit of the game. However, Alyssa Hastings took a huge home run, giving the Tigers some hope. Still, the Tide remained hot and took the game 9-1. Looking ahead, the Tigers will compete against Florida on Friday, April 17th, in a big SEC matchup. Best of luck to them. Now let's head over to the soccer field, where the Lady Tigers had a doubleheader of spring games on April 11th. Here, they compete against West Georgia and South Alabama. I am happy to tell you that the Tigers had a doubleheader sweep to end the Thursday spring season on a high note. The Tigers took the wing against West Georgia with a 4-0 win, and took the win against the South Alabama with a 2-0 win. I can't wait for them to dominate in the fall. Now for women's golf. The team will compete soon at the SEC Championship on Friday, April 17th. Heading into the postseason, the Tigers are ranked 8th and are looking to dominate in their season. Then let's head over to the stables. The Tigers have the NCEA Championships coming up on April 16th and 18th in Ocala, Florida, where the top 8 College 8 teams will compete. I'm also happy to tell you that Jessica Bracewell won Coach of the Year, and Caroline Oslin was also named SEC Freshman Flat Rider of the Year. Congratulations to them.
Now for our second round of trivia this evening, let's see how much you all know about our equestrian team. How many national championships does Auburn Equestrian have? Is it A, 4, B, 6, C, 8, or D, 10?
When we come back, we'll start our favorite segment around here, Trending Tigers, where I hear we might get a glimpse of Augusta National.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I was living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world. Told you she's super smart. If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at...
Welcome back to Sports Night in Auburn. When we saw you last, we asked a trivia question. How many national championships does Auburn Equestrian have? Is it A4, B6, C8, or D10? If you guessed letter B, 6, you would be absolutely correct. Now it's time for the best part of the show, Trending Tigers. For the first, let's get the men's golf team. They gave some Masters Day prediction, although none of them guessed the correct answer, which was Rory McIlroy going back-to-back. Let's see what they guessed.
All right, 2026 Masters, I'm going to go with Chris Gotterup.
I got Max Homa taking home the green jacket and then probably going to celebrate with a little side of chips and guac.
Give me Jason Day with the green jacket this year.
I got Ludwig winning the Masters this year.
Bryson's going to be looking good in that green jacket.
I'll go Scotty again because he just had his second kid, so I think he's going to go 2 for 2 on that.
I got Bryson DeChambeau winning.
I got Brooks Koepka this year in Masters. He's going to win it all.
I think Jordan Spieth's is going to win another green jacket.
Give me my boy Ethan Fang to make the cut.
You gotta love a little bit of men's golf content. Now, make sure to clear your schedule this Saturday for the Auburn Tigers Football A-Day. The game kicks off at 2 p.m. in Jordan-Hare Stadium, featuring the iconic Eagle flight that you won't want to miss. And make sure you stick around after the game for a unique opportunity to chat with all of your favorite players.
Finally, for some amazing news for the World's Game fans out there, I'm happy to share that Messi will be coming to Auburn. And not just him, but the entire Argentina team will be there. They'll be playing against Iceland. Auburn is hosting the International Soccer Showdown, featuring the current world champions Argentina, and this will mark the first soccer match ever in Jordan-Hare Stadium. So excited to be at this one.
That's all we have in store for you tonight. For more Sports in Auburn and Eagle Eye Sports, follow our Instagram and Twitter pages. Make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube and tune in next semester. It's been an honor being one of your sports anchors. I'm Kitty Diamond.
For all of us here in the Eagle Eye studio, for Hayden and Michael and everyone behind the camera, our producers are Bear Brown and Madison Seidel. I'm Cohen Dalzell, and this has been Sports Night in Auburn for this semester. Good night, and War Eagle.
War Eagle.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children.